Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep.
Oh, he's got some space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Marshall. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The ball pops out on the return. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it. They'll maintain possession. So Troy's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Pocket breaking down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab right down the middle. He's into the open down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the air on first down. It's complete. Flying out to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Boilermakers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Baker. Caught over the middle, it's Watson. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The give from the gun. Look out, he's got room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on second down. Rushes on him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Under fire. It's complete. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
1st and goal, Purdue.
The Boilermakers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue!
best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Bunch formation for these receivers. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line. And getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Baker. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beaten right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The inside handoff. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. With the catch, it's Godfrey. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Breaks into the open. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down, 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Troy. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermaker! He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Throwing right. He's got it. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Daniels. Caught in the backfield, it's Meadows. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He splits the uprights. The lead now 5 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl.
And the Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. And that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep your foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The short hands, it's Godfrey. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw, it's Baker. Snagged out of the air. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing strong.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the single back. Turning it off. Got enough space. Touchdown, Purdue! And that one will put them up here in the second half. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. And where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They're going to ride this running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, to the next, to the next. The offensive line would have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the air, it's Daniels. Slithers into space. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Power football with the run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Palmer. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap it to the back. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Looking for room, it's Joyner. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give on the option. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Working that left side now. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Baker. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Boilermaker!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Runs through the tackle. forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Troy!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Find some fresh air. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets into the 48.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll run it from the gun. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. He leaves it with his back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the ground, it's Meadows. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Bringing the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Purdue. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Conversion attempt is on the way. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
First and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Daniels. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Trojans! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He'll set up to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
37.
Touchdown, Boilermaker! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
37.
Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. He's got it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabs it in the middle. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Lions. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. When when we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.